Hello guys, here we are again with another replay of the Rent a Unicum session we had with AHAZ. And yeah, I'm just doing a quick commentary on this one, trying to pick some interesting battles out, and here we are on steps. So at first, as an FC, you should obviously always look at the enemy lineup. In this case, you see that they are much heavier than we are. Like with a mouse and the Panzerkampfwagen 7 E100, they are quite a bit less mobile than we are. So we can basically go for the mobile move in the beginning, just trying to get free damage in. And I will start the replay now, and we will see how it pans out. Here we go. So I basically order one batch head in the middle to spot early if they might cross to the western side. Then I send one batch head to get an aggressive spot in the east to see if they are committing for that heavily. And then we will just have one batch head sitting at the J3 rock down there, just to make sure they are not doing any fancy shit over that side. Okay. So we are not committing fully with the rest of the tanks, with the 50Bs, the 113s, the E5 and the Russian Mets. We are just going for the early poke, see what our batch head is spotting, and then trying to get some free damage in, and we will see how it pans out. So okay, the batch head in the middle is spotted and is counter spotting one of their batches as well. So we know that they have the vision of that, but now we see all their heavy tanks just crossing there, and that is like the most perfect opening for us, pretty much. Like, look what happens to this mouse. I'm still on AP and I somehow penned that shot. I have no clue how, but he is probably perma-tracked. Artie shoots him as well, and yeah, he should be dead. Like, I didn't even bother to switch to heat here. He's just dead meat right now. And there we pick him off. And now trying to go for a fancy shot on the 100. Okay. And now I'm thinking about what to do. They are arty striking us, so it's kind of important not to take too much damage from that. Always keep that in mind. And we only lose like 400 health on Psycho Baby. That is not too bad. And now we see that they are committing for that side. And as I said at the beginning, we have the more mobile setup. We don't need to go for the initial engagement, we just run away. Now, sadly, our batch head in the middle gets rushed down, but now we know we have the overwatch in the middle. I actually arty-striked one of the guys advancing into us, what is kind of nice, a free pick. And now our arty gets somehow spotted. I don't know, he should have been safe, but things like that happen and you don't have to be bothered by it too much. We just have to make it a quick game that their arty can't work for too long. Our mediums are going in recklessly, and now I tell the heavies that we are actually just advancing through the middle, and by that we plan to cut off the M48s. They shouldn't be allowed to cross back. Just go for a quick peek, try to get this. But the auto aim fails me. In those situations I use auto aim because we have 4 guys shooting at him, and the driving part is more important here. And you should always keep that in mind. Like, if the damage is not really needed, then rather go for like not driving into a rock, but actually getting to where you need to go. And yeah, it's looking still pretty even, but if you look at the last known positions of the enemy mediums, you know that we basically have them pincered now. So we have the two 113s here. They are behind the raids, we can't do anything about those mediums. We get another medium in the west. And now, like, that shot was pretty disgusting, but at the same time not rolled high enough. And now they are defending their cap, and just look at the enemy heavies. They are completely out of position over there. They can't really push our base. We have 250Bs there that can just wreck them going in. I'm trying to work on the hull down, on the E3 here, in hull down. Like, in a situation like that, you don't need to overplay it. We have a 5-3 lead, and our mediums just need to get to the A4 position to then be able to rush over. I'm on the heat now. Doing that on the move again. Finish him off. now we can advance further. The Batchet stayed over there because he thought he can't cross anymore, and he's just getting wrecked by our mediums now. And now this position I'm taking now is very strong with a tank like a 114. Even with Russian Mets you can work it. Because the enemy has to peek so far to do something to you. And yeah, for the next minute I will make fun of the C-100. First shot obviously bounce for good measure. Right there, into the gun mantles. And now they are completely cornered. It's 8-4. We could put a guy on cap there, but it's more fun to just kill them off. And in the end it's all about the fun. Just checking my surroundings. We are putting pressure up in the north now. This is why you don't pick E100. Like, and in skirmishes you can't be sure you will get a close map, so the E100 is not a good pick in my opinion. Shaky aim there, but I get the shot somehow in the end. And yeah, like, we basically wrapped around them. Their heavies were too slow to react to our push, and their mediums were split off. Like, never split off like that. Having the mediums in the middle there would have been okay for them, but having them completely on the western flank, a death sentence to them. And there we go. We finished the last guy and the game is over. So just to reiterate real quickly, we went for the play where we could get some initial damage in. Just remember, we got the mouse out for free. That was nice. Then when we saw they were committing, we didn't want to fight them head on as they had the heavier lineup, and it's a gamble to go for that brawl. So we decided to go to the middle where they actually just rushed down our Batchet, so we knew we could get 3 picks there. We took those 3 picks, and then yeah, we cut the mediums off from the rest of the team, and by that had a huge overmatch at one point and could just go for the kill them all. I hope you found that somewhat helpful, and yeah, I will see you on next replay.